Hi, my name is Teacher Ellie, and I'm a VIP Kid teacher. And I am coming to you from my new classroom. I keep meaning to do a video on this, and I think I will eventually, but don't hold your breath because our family keeps getting sick and I keep having other stuff going on, so my apologies. But eventually, there may be a video on my new location and all of the locations I've ever taught in. So, look forward to that. Maybe. But today, I'm here to talk to you about a reward that I've been using a lot with my boys. It's been a huge hit, and I just love it too much to not share it with you. So, here it is. So, for a very great long time, I've been looking for a Lego reward, like one where they could choose their own face and their own pants and their entire body and make it look like them or make it look like whatever they want. I have one particular student who's obsessed with Legos, and he's my longest standing student, and I just really wanted to surprise him with this. And so I finally found something that does exactly what I want it to do. It's a little bit time intensive and it requires downloading another program to your computer, so keep that in mind. What you're going to need for this is Manycam. Oh, if you're intending to run this from your classroom. Otherwise, you can just do it on your phone with an app, because this entails running an app on your computer. Okay, now that I've covered that, what you're going to need is Manycam or some other virtual webcam like WebMax or SparkleCam or something like that. I, for this purpose, will be using Manycam, and a program called BlueStacks. So BlueStacks is compatible with both Mac and PC. It's a little touchy on the Mac. I have a Mac, so I've been able to get it to work. I had to install it multiple times to get it to work correctly, and it did cause lag until this week when I lost everything on my computer and it all crashed. Not because of BlueStacks, I don't think, but when I reloaded BlueStacks and Manycam and I have nothing else on my computer, everything seemed to go really, really smoothly with no lag. So if you are having lag in your classroom, maybe try wiping down your hard drive. Might work out for you. Don't do it because you'll lose a lot of family pictures. Manycam and BlueStacks. I will put a link to BlueStacks in the description box below, but the rest of this tutorial will assume that you will have had these two things installed: Manycam or some other virtual webcam software, and BlueStacks. Okay, let's go from here. Now that you have Manycam and BlueStacks installed, this is how you set up the reward. First, you'll want to pull up BlueStacks. When you see BlueStacks, this is what will come up. Now, there are a couple of weird, quirky things about BlueStacks that I want to make you aware of, at least for a Mac. I don't know how it works on a PC, but for the Mac, this window can't be resized. It's stuck as is. So, bummer. I don't know what else to tell you, but the size that it is on your screen is the size that it will be. So if you have a second screen, that will work wonders for you. Otherwise, you'll be squishing on one little monitor like I do, but it's well worth it for me and my students. Okay, then in order to find this app, you'll want to go to the My Apps tab, and actually when you click this tab, it will reposition the window again into the center of the window, which is weird. I don't know why it does that, but here it goes. There it goes. So I just move it again, and you'll click the Play Store and you'll search for an app called Lego Life. When it comes up, you'll select it. This is the correct one, and you'll click Install. I already have it installed, so I'll close out of the Google Play Store, and then I will click Lego Life. You only need one click. Again, it keeps moving. Super sorry about that. Okay, when you're going through the process of installing Lego Life, it'll ask you to do a few things like select a name. I just selected the default name. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to be socializing with Lego enthusiasts except for my students, so I just selected the default name it gave me, which was something like Captain Fork, I don't know. And then I just selected two different groups that I wanted to participate in, and I just selected those at random too. They were like Lego City group and something else. You can do whatever you'd like. If you are a Lego enthusiast, yay, this is your time. But for me, I just wanted to be able to make this Lego avatar with my student. So this is how we do that. To get to the place I want to be, I select this little Lego head. That will, oh no, I'm not Captain Fork, I'm Farmer Spontaneous Fork. Okay. So in order to, this is my current avatar and I actually have a bunch saved. So in order to edit this, I will click the edit button. This takes a while to load, and actually throughout the program it takes a while to load, and I don't like it taking a while to load when I'm with my students. So I always, when I know I'm going to be using this reward, I load it the night before. And I'll show you what you need to do, but you need to get into this screen and you need to do all of that before you get into class with the student. So the great thing is they also have these Lego Friends characters, which my girls really, really love. So that's another option for your girls. But I'll stick with this guy for now. And I'm just going to make a new one. And I'm going to click edit. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, now this is the point where I would set up my reward screen in ManyCam. So I'll show you how to do that. I create a new video feed and I select desktop and I select custom area. Again, this gets a little weird with my computer. I'm not sure why. It could be because it just crashed on me. Huge bummer. And I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, custom area. So I select to make sure that my avatar is on the left side of the screen and the choices are on the right side of the screen. And that is about all I do. Now when I click this check mark, for some reason it takes me out of this screen to a black screen. I'm not sure why. If that happens to you, what you need to do is select, at least on a Mac, you'll select your command button, the shift button, and the tab button, and then you'll choose, you know, something that's actually on your screen, like ManyCam. Nope, not ManyCam. You'll select Google Chrome, and it brings me back to where I need to be. I'm not sure why it does that. I'm sorry that it does that. It's quirky, but I'm showing you how to use this in the classroom, and sometimes we have to deal with quirks. Okay, so now I have this great little thing, and I have my picture-in-picture here so that I can see my student so that my student can see me as I'm rewarding them. Now, I actually want this to be down here so I'm out of the way when they're making choices. And in order to preload all of the choices, I actually need to click here and wait for them to preload. Once they're preloaded, they don't take long to load again, and I'll show you what that looks like. But I want to make sure they're all preloaded so my student's not waiting and I don't have any lag in the classroom, so that they just load. So as you can see, while these are taking a while to load, when I go back to something I've already loaded, it's just there very quickly. So there we go. That's loaded, and then I'll go through each of these to load them so that the student doesn't have any wait time. When the student is making a choice, or when the student has done a good job, so I'm teaching out of this big screen. I always teach where the student can see me full size. But then when the student's done it really, and sometimes actually I'll even put their reward in a picture-in-picture here, and that's kind of fun so they can see it all the time. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But when I'm rewarding, I'll go back to where the reward is big and I'll say, you did a great job. It's time to choose a face. And I'll only give them usually 4 choices because any more than that takes too long. But, you know, I'll say 1 and I'll wait for a second to account for the lag, and 2, 3, or 4. And then they'll select one of those, and then I'll say, great job, he looks great, and then I'll go back to the screen and we'll move on until I think they need a new reward. So that is how that is done. I love these Lego people. I have done all sorts of fun rewards with my students, while this app is a little bit quirky, let me show you one really quick quirk that took me a while to figure out. In order to scroll through the many options available, you need to click and press down and move up. So again, I'm just clicking down and moving up when I do that. You can't scroll. If you have like a scrolling wheel, it won't work to scroll through those. So you click down and press up and down. Click down, click and drag is how it works. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, last thing. So I am a sinning teacher, I guess. I'm a rebel teacher. And with some of my students, I would say about 20 of them, I WeChat with their parents. And so one fun thing that I've started to do with my students is when they do a great job and I want their parent to know how well they've done, we'll finish their reward, and then I'll do Command Shift 4, which allows me to take a screenshot of a small section, and I'll wait until the Lego guy is making a cool face or waving like that, yay, and then I will airdrop this image onto my phone and I'll send it as a WeChat to my parents or to the students' parents and say, Quay did an amazing job in class today. Thank you so much. And the parents really love that. It's something that they've really come to look forward to in my classes. The students just can't wait to get their pictures. And I think that's also a way that I've marketed myself. I've gotten a lot of new students because the parents are recommending me to their friends because of little detailed things like this that I do, I think. So that is how I work the Lego reward in my classroom. It's a little bit complicated. This is definitely for an advanced virtual webcam user, but it's workable in your classroom and it's something that I've really come to enjoy. If you have questions about screen management and how do I fit all of these things on the screen, it's a great question and a tricky one. But typically I'll have my ManyCam down here almost, I'll actually have it shrunken. So it will look like this. Usually I'm here. I will have it shrunken as far as it goes. And then I will have my classroom up here shrunken to about 50% in a Chrome window. So it's very small, it's very tight. But again, it works for me. Just being honest with you. If you have two screens, this will work out better for you. So that's how it works. Thanks for sticking with me through this really long video. Before I sign off, I will say that BlueStacks is amazing, not just for Lego, but also because it will let you run a variety of Google apps on your computer and stream them to the student. So I've run all sorts of apps through this program. Lego just happens to be my favorite, but there are also some sticker page apps and some other things that I really enjoy to play with the students. So if you want to run any kind of Google Play app on your computer to show your students, BlueStacks is the way to go. And if you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave a comment below, or you can email me and I will include that email in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching.